Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. So today we're checking out the TVR Griffith. Very awesome car. I'm going to show you how to shift it. So this should be the fastest shift pattern. I'll give you some advice on tuning it. We'll see how it does for live racing, and we'll do a little review all in this video. Alright, this car should beat Tempest 3 Tier 4. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the review, but for now, let's go drive it and I'll show you how to shift this guy. Now, with the current parts that I have installed, we have a dyno of 11.117. The thing should beat dyno by about 0.2 of a second if driven correctly, and if you have enough parts in it. Unfortunately, it's a little bit hard to get parts for this car. That's the one downfall, is TVR is not a brand where they give out parts easily, or however you would like to say that, you know what I mean. So let's go do a couple test runs. It's a little tricky to drive this. You got to get your launch just perfect. Basically, let go of the gas right on number 1. Instantly, the second that car launches, you're going to shift into second, and then shift into third right around 2,000-ish RPMs. I haven't figured out the exact RPMs for third yet, but right around 2,000-ish, and then hit your nitrous. Alright, all good shifts after that. Now, if you don't get your start just right, alright, it's a little hard to get that launch and then instantly into second. Okay, you want to see those RPMs kick back down to number 1. If you don't get that, it doesn't beat the dyno time. But let's give this one a go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous, fourth, fifth. I think I might have shifted into third just a little bit late, so we probably could have ran a little bit faster on this one. Alright, but yeah, getting that launch just right on this car is a little bit of a pain. There we ran an 11.086 with the dyno time of an 11.177. So that was pretty close to beating it by 0.2 of a second. You might even be able to tune it a little more. Remember, every time you change parts, the way your car is tuned also changes. So you can't just copy somebody else's tune. After this next test run, I'm going to go show you how I've tuned it. More like just some advice on how to tune it. Alright, I have an awesome video on my tuning playlist that shows you exactly my exact method that I use to tune cars. So if you don't know how to tune cars, check that one out. But let's do that one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous. Alright, really easy to drive, but if your phone's one of those phones that are a little bit laggy, whatever device you're playing on, if it's a little bit laggy, it's really hard to get that instant shift into second. And I'm telling you, if you wait just a little bit too long, unfortunately you're going to run slower. So you got to instantly shift into second to where it drops back down to 0 RPMs. Alright, so let's go talk about tuning this thing. Now, I found out on this car that I needed to tune the tires first. So what I did is I grabbed this little needle and I pulled it over to the left, and I watched these numbers up here on the top. Alright, the higher they get, the better. So I just moved this down until those hit the highest number possible on the Evo points. Alright, and on this car it ended up being all the way down. Now remember, like I said, if you don't have the same exact matching parts as I do, you can't copy my tune. But just follow this method. Alright, so move it all the way down to the left until the Evo points get as high as possible. Next, come over to your transmission, move it over to the left 1 or 2 notches at a time, and watch for those Evo points to get as high as possible. And then finally, you're going to do the same thing on the nitrous. Alright, so the nitrous, move it over a little bit, they'll go up, you'll watch the points go up, you'll watch them go up. Finally, on this car, I was able to get the nitrous all the way over, and that gave me the highest Evo points. And then I went back to the final drive and I gave it a couple more single tweaks to the left, just a couple more tweaks, and that made the dyno time just a little bit better. Okay, alright, so this car currently has a dyno time of 11.117. Let's see what I have into it. So I've got 38 out of 42 on the upgrades. I got 59 fusion parts in this guy. I did get a couple extra of these from the rare imports, and I stripped them, and I think it dropped like 3 stage 6 parts, which was awesome. And I'm very surprised that I had this many fusions for this, because they're not easy to get, guys. These fusions are not easy to get for this car. That's the main downfall. So we're gonna take this into, that's the main downfall. Alright, so let's go take this one into some live racing, and then I'll do a quick little review. We're gonna see if it wins live races or not. I know a lot of you guys are interested in that, and then we'll talk about how it does for Tempest and other things that this car is particularly good for. Alright, I don't know where everybody's at. There's only like 3 people in this lobby, and one of them is me, so let's try and race this guy. This car is so hard to beat. If we beat this car, we know that this is a live racing beast. I actually expect to lose this race, but we're gonna give it a try, right? We're gonna give it a try. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. I mean, this Audi is almost unbeatable. It's one of the best live racing cars in the game, so if we win, that is a huge plus. We actually got it. I was not expecting that, but we beat that guy, no problem. This thing's got 5 golden stars, so it gets really good respect points when you win a race. All right, there we got 1,297 respect points. That's a lot of respect points, guys. That is a lot of respect points. All right, it's a dyno destroying car. You know, about 0.2 of a second or more, you should have no problem winning live races with it. All right, that's what I look for. I look for cars that can beat dyno by over 0.2 of a second when I'm trying to find live racing cars. All right, now we got a few more people in here. Let's do a couple more live races. Let's find another car. No, they're all busy. Let me go ahead and pause this until we can find somebody else to race. Oh, wait, let's go. Oh, he's gone. Let's race this Infinity. I'm pretty sure we're going to destroy this guy. I'm not really sure how good these Infinities are for live racing. Honestly, I can't remember. Alright, this Lamborghini. This one's got a bunch of upgrades. This one's another car that's really, really hard to beat. So, we'll see what happens here. If we beat this, that's a good sign. I don't know if he's going to accept or not. It doesn't look like it. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause it until we find another race. Okay, so we're gonna race this Aventador. The Aventador is a great live racing car, so let's see if we can get this thing or not. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. I had a bunch of lag right there. I got a huge lag spike right there, and I don't know if that messed up my time or not, but it looks like we won. Good. It didn't get me too bad. Every once in a while, those lag spikes at the start will really mess you up. There I ran an 11.104. Alright, let's go find another car to live race. Another 1,297. This is a great car for live racing, guys. We'll do one more live, and then we'll do a quick review. Alright, we're going to take on this F40, which is another one of the hardest cars to beat. So, wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. I might need it. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. Fourth, fifth, sixth, and come on. Are we gonna get it? We got him. Guys, this is an excellent live racing car. As long as if you've got enough parts into this thing, you've got it tuned right, and you're using the right shift pattern, this is a killer car, guys. It's just destroying people. And this guy just challenged me back, so I guess we'll do one more race just in case. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. I messed up my start there. I didn't shift into second quite fast enough. But anyways, alright, we're going to go do a nice little review on this car now. Oh, I think I still won. Sweet. And I even messed it up. Alright, so let's go do a review on this guy. Okay, so if you max this car out, according to the world record sheet that I have, it's capable of doing a 10.005. So it's a very fast tier 4 car. It's probably one of the top tier 4 cars, honestly. Let me go look at the sheet again really quick, just to make sure. I'll tell you exactly which place it comes in. I guess I wasn't paying attention because it comes in on 18th fastest tier 4 car on the list. But it's still amazing. Okay, this car has no problem beating live races. This car will have no problem beating any type of daily type of race or event that requires you to beat your dyno time. Very, very nice car overall. It's got the top speed. If you can get enough parts into it, it's got the top speed you need to beat Tempest 3 tier 4. And it can also do the 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 times needed to beat Tempest 3 tier 4. So this is an all-around excellent car that should excel at pretty much anything. Alright, remember, live racing isn't necessarily who's got the fastest car, it's who beats dyno time by the most. So even though it comes on like 14th or 18th on the list or whatever it was, that doesn't really matter when it comes to live racing. You don't have to have the fastest car, you just have to have a good dyno beating car, which this does. This is an excellent, excellent live racing car. Excellent at everything, actually. Now currently this is the Prestige Cup car, so you can, when the Prestige Cup for this car does start, there will be part crates available, so you can use your bronze keys to get parts for this thing. And if you don't have a good tier 4 car, you might want to think about dumping your keys into it. You got to remember though, generally it'll take 20,000 keys to get all of the stage 6 parts and the majority of the fusions. So you do need a lot of keys in order to max one of these out, or almost max one of these out. Alright, this is tier 4, so it might cost a little less. You might be able to get away with like 15 to 18,000, maybe even 12. Tier 5 cars generally take 20 to 40. Alright, tier 4 cars generally take about 12 to 20, I guess, to get all the stuff. Somewhere in that ballpark at least. So bottom line, guys, this car is actually great at pretty much everything. It will beat the Tempest. The only thing is, when you go to do the 0 to 100 races on the Tempest, you are going to have to play with your tune, and you are going to have a lot of parts installed in the car. Generally, when trying to beat one of those 0 to 100 races, you're going to end up moving your transmission slider way over to the right, okay? And sometimes you're going to have to hit your nitrous in a different gear. You might have to hit nitrous in 3rd or 4th or 5th gear. It just depends on, every car is a little bit different. I haven't tried it out, but this car is capable of doing it, but you're going to have to mess with the tune. As long as you get enough parts, this car will beat the boss, it'll do the speed traps, and it'll do the sprint races too. So this is really just an all-around amazing car for pretty much everything, guys. You can't beat this car. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Don't take that literally, but figuratively speaking, you can't beat this car, guys. If you guys have this, definitely put your parts into it. If you don't have very many parts for it, that's a bummer. That's the one really major drawback with this guy, is it's not easy to get parts for it. Alright, so there was our review on this guy. I really messed up the shift pattern on that one because I'm trying to talk to you instead of concentrating on driving, but great car. Great all-around car. I'm so glad I had a reason to upgrade this. I usually don't upgrade cars until I need it for an event or something. Alright, so totally worth upgrading if you have it and you have the parts for it. If you don't have any parts for it, it might not be worth upgrading. I don't know. I always, unless you're, if you're using it for the Prestige Cup, make sure you upgrade it to do as much as the Prestige Cup as you can. If you're not needing this for a Prestige Cup and you don't have any parts for it, skip it till you have the parts. Alright, that's how I look at it. I want to make sure I at least have 2 or 3 stage 6 parts, or at least a lot of fusions to dump into something before I upgrade it, because if you don't have enough parts, cars don't run right. So make sure you have a handful of parts before you upgrade something. Alright, catch you guys later. See ya.